each little snail here know how to wail here. That's why it's hotter under the water. Yeah, we in luck here, down in the muck here.
Sure, it is easy to believe Ariel and Prince Eric lived out their days in his large estate on the seashore, but maybe it isn't that simple. Maybe Ariel didn't live out her days near the ocean like many believe. Maybe instead, she ruled a different kingdom in Cinderella's castle. Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today I'm going to show how we know Ariel actually ruled Cinderella's kingdom. Why did I, like many others, jump to the conclusion that Prince Eric rules over the village he explores with Ariel and the Little Mermaid? To be honest, it really doesn't make sense. When Prince Eric's ship sinks, Eric and Grimsby make it to shore rather quickly since they were only in lifeboats and being pulled by a mermaid respectively. If the sailors knew there was a storm brewing and they were so close to their kingdom, why weren't they able to port their ship in time? Also, why would Grimsby load the giant statue of Prince Eric onto the ship if they were so close to their kingdom? If the storm hadn't sunk the ship, they would have had time to celebrate and gift him the statue once they returned. The reason they don't port their ship at the village and why Grimsby loaded the statue onto the ship was because they weren't going to that village. Prince Eric lived in a different kingdom. Sure, they may have owned the extravagant home he resided in, but they never state that location was where he ruled. Another way we know this was not his kingdom is because Prince Eric never meets with his parents, who must still be alive since he is only a prince. Furthermore, when Eric and Ariel go into the village, Eric is able to walk around normally without being recognized by anyone. Eric is in no way a celebrity to the people of that town, showing he is not known to be royalty to those people. The main reason Eric and Ariel continue to return to that location and are there in The Little Mermaid 2 is to celebrate the place where they met and to be close to Atlantica. If Eric isn't prince of where he washed up, then where does he rule? Well, I looked around to try to identify a kingdom with a red-headed, blue-eyed queen like Ariel, and I found two: Merida and the mother of Cinderella's Prince Charming. Well, we know Ariel is not Merida because we already have an idea of Merida's family tree, and it definitely does not include King Triton. So that leaves Cinderella's mother-in-law. We don't have a plethora of information on the king's wife in Cinderella, but what we do know actually all points to her being Ariel. This thought is first confirmed when the king comforts Anastasia in Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time by explaining his queen was a terrible dancer. In addition, the painting in the background reveals to us the king's wife enjoyed dancing and living in the moment, even with her two left feet. If Ariel was the queen, this would explain why she was such an unrefined dancer. Sure, Ariel may have tried to learn how to dance, but she was always going to be a fish out of water. But the fact that truly proves the queen is Ariel comes from the memento the king possesses from his first encounter with his queen. On the first day they met, they found a shell, which later became the queen's most prized possession. And where did Ariel and Eric first formally meet? The beach. It is very likely Ariel picked up a shell when she first arrived on the shore, which would later always remind her of her true love. So if the original queen of Cinderella is Ariel, can we automatically conclude the king is Eric? There was a problem. The king was at Eric's first wedding with Ursula. Dang it, but wait, why does this automatically have to be the king we see in The Little Mermaid? Just because he is wearing the king's attire in Cinderella and looks like the king in Cinderella, does that mean it's him? No, it doesn't. The man we see in the background of The Little Mermaid is Prince Eric's father. If Eric was the king in Cinderella, then his father resembling his future appearance makes sense. Eric in Cinderella has white hair and a more circular face, while his father in The Little Mermaid has gray hair and a rounder face. There's also an easy explanation for why he would be at his vacation home with Eric. When Eric's father discovers his son's ship has not returned to their kingdom, he goes along the coast to each of his homes in hopes of finding him until he arrives to the one where Eric has been staying. When Eric proclaims he has also found a wife, the king boards the wedding ship to watch his son marry what he believes to be his son's true love. So now we know the king from Cinderella is the older version of Prince Eric and his queen is Ariel. But what about their children? In The Little Mermaid 2, we follow the events of Ariel's daughter Melody, but the king in Cinderella states he only has one son to provide him with grandchildren. The reason King Eric only refers to his son, who is Cinderella's Prince Charming, is because Melody rejected the throne. Her love for the sea and her need to be with merfolk led to her decision to live out her days near the sea and to participate in the culture of Atlantica. The kingdom then must be passed down to their second child, who is the only one who can rule the kingdom after Eric passes away, and is the only one who could provide grandchildren who would reside in the castle. In Cinderella, Eric invites all of the women in the kingdom to a ball to allow his son to meet his true love in an unexpected way. Eric met his wife in a situation he would have never expected, so he hoped his unique event would be enough to reveal his charming son's true love. Ariel and Eric were rulers of a land that differed from where they met. They lived in a grand castle and ruled over a mixture of people who were both cruel and compassionate. When their son finally found his true love, she turned out to be Cinderella. If you'd like to theorize on Cinderella or The Little Mermaid in the comfort of your own home, then check out the link in the description of this video for links to both of these movies on Blu-ray. So now it's time for you to tell me what you think. Do you think Ariel ruled Cinderella's kingdom before her? Do you think Sebastian and Gus Gus ever met? And what is your favorite food during Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comment section along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, then remember to subscribe to Wotso videos. Thanks for watching and have a magical day.